Good morning, everybody. RV living with the geezer. And I'm just coming home from the grocery store in Boyd. Just had to run in there and pick up a couple of things. And I just sort of looped around this morning, came back through. We're in Keeter right now, which is just a little old community. But thought maybe we'd see some new livestock on the way home on this back road. And I don't ever see much traffic on this road, so hopefully I can just creep along here. Yeah, ran into Boyd and I had some squash in my refrigerator that I need to cook up, so I'm going to try to make calabacitas, and that's squash and corn. I also had some corn, tomato, onion, cheese, and that's a vegetarian option of it there. But you can also put in. I got a little ring of inexpensive ring sausage to put in. I'm gonna cut it up and brown it, and then throw that in there. So, yeah, I might just do a video when I cook that up. That's another old firehouse meal that used to go over pretty good. So yeah, this old boy used to have longhorns in this field here. I don't see them, but yeah, we'll just ride on back this back road. Yeah, yesterday, I don't get on Facebook a lot, but I got on Facebook, and there was someone on there that was trying to get a hold of me to be his friend, and I grew up with him, and I hadn't heard from the guy since I was 12 years old. So I guess that would be 60 years. So I tell you what, that Facebook, it does reconnect you with people, which I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, there's some cattle out there under the shade. It's 81 degrees, guys, already in the middle of January. That is really strange. So the old Blanca's actually been panning a little bit in the trailer. I can't bear to turn the air on, being in January. Just don't want to do it. But, yeah, it's Curtis Inch, E-N-C-H, and he got a hold of me, so of course I friended him. They moved out there to the ranch that I grew up on. We went out there when I was 3, my family, and I didn't have any kids to play with out there until the Inches came along. They moved down there from New Jersey, and they came along when I was around 10. Right about the same time the Delgados showed up with all their kids. So, yeah, there was 4 boys, the Inch family. It was oldest one was John, and then Ricky. Curtis was my age, and the little one was Corey. And yeah, we got to be pretty good friends. I remember I watched the 1960 World Series over at their house when Bill Mazeroski hit a home run for Pittsburgh to win the World Series. And I remember the Inches, they were from New Jersey, so they were big Yankee fans, and they were really upset when that happened. Yep, they were hardcore Yankee fans. But the old Curtis, him and I were in the same class. We all went to school in Bernie, and rode the same bus, of course. We had to walk down to the bus stop, which was about a mile and a half from our place, each morning in the afternoon. So I got to know him real well. I think he holds the record in Bernie Junior High for getting the most licks on his butt with a paddle. That guy. There was one particular teacher. Oh, there's some longhorns right there. I was going too fast. right by that little community I showed y'all. Old Curtis, Mr. Ball was our bus driver. He was a big old, I hate to say it, but he was a big old fat guy. And he liked to beat on kids with his board. And Curtis could not keep his mouth shut in class. And Mr. Ball would, I mean, he about wore old Curtis out. But, and then Curtis, you know, Mr. Ball was our bus driver. So we weren't done with him yet. We had to ride the bus home on his route. And if you were acting up on the bus, he'd just tell you to meet him in the office the next morning. And he'd bust your butt again. So Curtis got a bunch more by jumping around. Curtis was one of those little hyper guy back then. Now they would call it ADHD or whatever, but back then they just called it being a little, you know, whatever. So they just beat on you. But yeah, Mr. Ball, I remember he used to make us. He was a science teacher and a PE teacher, and he used to make us in the PE class, if we screwed up something, he would have these books out there, these big old thick hardback books, and he'd make you stick your arms out straight from your body with your palms facing up, and he'd stack about 3 of those books in each palm, and you couldn't drop. You had to stand there with them, and you couldn't drop your arms for, I don't know, it seemed like an eternity. But yeah, if stuff like that happened nowadays, I tell you, you know, some of those teachers would have been in jail probably. But they used to take us out on a bus. This is when I was in high school. In our PE class, they would take us out in a bus like 3 miles out of town and drop us off and tell us that, and you had another class you had to get back in time for, and they just tell us to run back to the school, you know. I can see that happening nowadays, right? But anyway, that brought back, when Curtis got a hold of me yesterday, or you know, just on Facebook, of course I friended him, that brought back a lot of really cool memories. So yeah, and then they moved away when I was about 12. They were there, I think, through that 6th grade year. I guess they had to move to save Curtis's life from Mr. Ball. Yeah. But yeah, they moved away, and then I never heard from them again. The older brother, Rick, and I are friends on Facebook, and he travels all over the world. He's retired. I think he did real well as an architect. And I believe Curtis is an author. I saw some pictures of him on there yesterday, and he had some books he was showing and asking people to give them reviews. So maybe I'll get a little info on that and help him out a little bit. Of course, somebody came up behind me, but there's some cattle. Here's that real pretty place right here. Yeah, other than that, just same old stuff been going on. I noticed on my YouTube studio, I lost like quite a few views. On YouTube, it shows that video I did the other day for coming back from Decatur got like 500 views, and YouTube studio is showing I got 160. So if any of you guys out there that do videos know what's going on, I looked it up on YouTube Studio, and it says that it's an algorithm that takes away your false views. I didn't think I was getting any false views. I get few enough as it is. So, you know, when they steal 300 of your views from you, that hardly is any money at all, 300 views. But for me, You know, I do videos for 2 months before I can at least get a check. I don't need to be getting views removed from. So I complained to them, and we'll see how much good that does, right? Yeah, good luck. Good luck with that, Geezer. So, alrighty. Well, I'm getting close to home here. There's a lady walking. I got to get back on my walking. I can't use the excuse it's too cold. But, yeah, old Blanca's in the back seat. She's doing fine. And, gonna go home, and I got half a bag of salad I want to eat for lunch before it goes bad. Nothing worse than getting that bag of salad and then forgetting about it and having it all like slimy and stuff. Oh my gosh. So I checked it this morning. It's still good, but they don't last a long time. Look at this guy just cut out in front of me right there. This is a bad intersection. They need one more stop sign there, and I don't know why the county won't put one up. I imagine there's been wrecks there before. So, all right, guys. Peace to everybody. I just want to tell you about my story about old Curtis. You know, it's not talking to a guy in 60 years, and then all of a sudden he appears. So, you know, I've tried sharing some of my videos on Facebook and with my friends, and it hardly does any good at all. It doesn't do it. I don't know if I ever got a subscriber by doing that, and they're a lot of those people I've known for years, but they just don't want to subscribe to YouTube, or else they know me well enough to say, no, we're not going to listen to that guy any more than we've had to in the past. That's probably the real reason. So, all right, peace out. Stay blessed. Stay positive. And one day at a time, we'll see what everything brings. Yep. I'm still looking forward to heading back west here in May, but I'm going to enjoy my time up here while I'm here. So, adios, my friends. Bye-bye.